The missiles are airborne. America, you have 6 minutes before you are annihilated.
The dead have risen and are feasting on living humans. We're at the scene.
Do you have ED? Why, secret government experiments have already made you impotent.
Chilling words, of course, but something that you will probably hear soon, or would if it wasn't being kept secret from us by the lamestream media and all the other gatekeepers. Well, today on Blaine County Radio Community Hour, I, Ronald Jakowski, say screw your gates. I will show you how close we are to death by robo-apocalypse and how little freedom we really have. Open your ears, people! Thanks to the collapse in media advertising, local stations such as this have eliminated their staffs and allowed volunteer truth seekers like me to finally be heard. Shit, where's that sound effect button? I'm the one to tell you the truth. There will be no more lies. In today's show, we'll look at the drug trade, at private security, at breasts, at prepper roadkill recipes, and the Soviet-style purge of this state that is coming. At the alien Lord Sappho and how his reign on Earth led to the development of human agriculture and at food additives. Yellow f***ing number 5. Do I need to say more? Yellow f***ing number 5. President Joe H. Lawton probably snorts rows of the stuff with his father and grandfather. These are some serious Illuminatis, along with lots of other people. And who gives a rat's ass about the space station? What are they doing up there? Growing genetically modified wheatgrass in space and having taxpayer-funded zero-G swinger parties? All paid for by borrowing money from mega banks? The mega bank occupation is here. There's a bank and a drugstore on every corner, so you can get indebted for life by borrowing money. Walk next door and you buy drugs to numb your pain. That's the country we've let them create. Thank you very much. Let's hear some of the messages people have left on the Truth Seeker hotline. Remember, you can leave a message for the show anytime at 273-555-0155.
Hi, Ron. My name's Jerry. I'm nervous, too. I listen to your podcast show thing here on the radio. I'm tired of this healthcare bullshit, too. Some liberal doctor gonna tell me I have diabetes? I call bullshit. Goddamn liar. I eat what I want, motherfucker. Just like my great-grandpappy. He was in the Donner Party. Now that's some American ingenuity right there.
Exactly, Jerry. These Beltway circle jerks aren't going to get away with what they're doing. Like you, I'm really worried about civilization. If people are actually going to take health advice from the government, then they deserve what they get. Next message.
Hey, thanks for all that you do for the war on our minds, Ron. I love your show. We gotta fight this conservative plot to return America to a pre-industrial state in which a few corporations own everything. Seriously, I mean, thanks to Big Pharma, all my children are crippled from vaccines.
They're crippled because you drink and drive.
Woman, I'm calling into a radio show. Shut your trap. It's the vaccines. I know it. We all know it's common knowledge polio's like a snake bite. Once you catch it, you just suck out the poison. People in wheelchairs are quitters. Anyway, Ron, let me know how to carry on the fight.
Well, vaccines might have blinded your children, but it turns out Mother was right after all. Masturbating will make you go blind, at least to your own self-loathing for 60 seconds. And if you take enough of those mollusc pills, you can go blind forever. Speaking of blindness, here's another sensory overload. Smell. I just read this online. Did you know you can defecate in a jar, ferment it for 2 weeks in the sun, and then get high off the vapors? The circle of life goes in your mouth, out your ass, and back in again. Especially if you're smoking toilet cleaner. This is the unfortunate story of America today. A peace-loving, respectable place where your friends steal your wife and then you lose everything trying to be a nice guy. And then you wind up in a trailer in the desert all alone. And your drug-dealing neighbor takes you under his wing and life goes really wacko. But there's also a dark side. Red f***ing alert! Listen, if you legally own, I don't know, say 400 or 500 guns, and you meet another law-abiding citizen in the desert, and you sell those guns, which are your property, to them for entirely legitimate reasons, as is your constitutional right, the government will send a drone to spy on you. It's unbelievable. Well, we all know, if you corner a mammal, it will fight back. Except chinchillas or lemmings or a few others that just lay down like a pussy. But trust me, I'm not a pussy. I am working on drone jamming technology. You ain't spying on me. I mean, this is a dark place run by aliens looking to suck the blood out of your veins, enabled by do-gooders who are looking to steal the guns from your home. And trust me, it's all part of a Judeo-Christian Muslim plot to make their religion seem overly important so people don't ask the real questions about what it all means. I've said it before and I will say it again. Open your ears. And if you want an open your ear t-shirt, then send me a text. Next message left on the line was from this guy.
Hey, I really like watching people die.
Thanks for calling. I tell you what. People say I'm nervous and paranoid. But I'm not. I'm not, dear listeners. Because I'm not nervous. I'm fearful. And I'm not paranoid because this stuff is true. There is a whole secret world that is kept hidden from us that makes everything make sense, and I understand it, more or less. And it's my mission to help you understand it too. You see, my buddy, my friend, my mentor in my new life, we'll just call him Philip. Philip Trevors. Yes, his name's Philip. Well, my friend Philip, he's such a guy, man. I really want to get him on my next show, but man, he doesn't want to. He even left this message.
Ron, you there? You better not put me on your show, you fucking prick, or I'll drink the blood from your still pumping veins.
What a guy. Anyway, he thinks it's not true. Thinks I'm paranoid, but he's wrong. And that's the thing. Smart people, the most brilliant people, like Philip Trevor, whatever, they don't get it. They don't get it, and that's the point. Big science and big pharma, that's how the whole house of cards works. They've tricked the clever people into actually believing their nonsense. It's the genius of the thing. Get the clever people and the stupid people will follow. Right? Wrong. I'm leading a stupid person fight back. One idiot at a time. Here's a message left for the show.
Hi, Ron. Your show is great. I listen when I'm out metal detecting. In case you don't know, metal detecting's hunting for metallic objects. You know, using a detector, I found all kinds of stuff, mostly made of metal. Once I found an expensive engagement ring, and I fantasized about the woman that wore it. Would it be like to be with her, caress her, stick a knife in her throat, you know, just like a real wife? You can find a lot of clues to conspiracies with a metal detector, like the one about bees being gay. Anyway, what do you think, Ron? Love the show. I'll hang up now.
Here's what I think. The bees have disappeared because they know that the shit is about to go down. You know how a horse gets nervous before you take a semen sample? So you have to talk real nice to it, rub its chin, and then grab his member and crank the life out of it. Now, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. That's the show Beyond Insemination, which is also on this channel. But what isn't on this channel until now, listeners, is the startling fact that in the ancient text of the Sumerians, they talk about the Anunnaki, lizard beings that descend from the sky. This is in Mesopotamia, which is modern-day Iraq. All those wars over there start to make sense now, huh? It's not about oil. It's about lizard people hiding among us. Here's what I know. You're a searcher. You seek truth. We won't be tricked. I'm leading a rebellion of the stupid people. A goddamn rebellion, man. A real one, because we're the last hope. For mankind, I mean. The smart people, the geniuses, they've already been taken. Zappo's got them. Big science has got them. Big pharma, big soy, big corn. These soy corn hole lying assholes. Which takes us to our next listener who called in. Really interesting stuff.
Ron, I'm tired of soy. And I'm definitely tired of soy sauce. I'm tired of soy latte drinking bitches. I went to a restaurant and some geisha had the audacity to hand me a hot towel. She thinks I should take a bath in front of everyone in the restaurant. It ain't decent. It's a fucking insult. And then she tries to give me some shit called edamame. Those are damn soybeans. You ain't fooling me. 10 of them little fuckers and they want to charge you $5. What do you think, Ron? That soy bullshit gave me man boobs. I've got my hands on them right now. I'm hanging up now. I'm getting all excited again.
Interesting. Big soy, big corn, or big con. They pulled this lie with contrails. They did it with contrails. Contrails only work on people with an IQ over 150. Cons! Like we're all idiotic convicts staring at lines in the sky. If preaching this truth is wrong, I don't want to be right. What they do is make you believe contrails don't work. It's genius. Listen, burn your computer right now. By my math, we've got less than 3 months left. Seriously. Either that or 30,000 years. It depends on the math. I used to be an accountant. Before I understood everything, I was like you, a drone being harvested. Not the kind of drone that vaporizes people from space. And somebody explained to me why we have the largest military budget in the world, bigger than all the other nations combined, but it's just a bunch of assholes playing with remote control planes. They can work from home, harvesting innocent people. Well, no one is going to harvest me.